What if I told you that the crafting table, one of the most iconic blocks in all of Minecraft, has a religious cult surrounding it on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft? Are you actually surprised at this point? This is the same server that worships watermelon, declares war on trees, has players traveling millions of blocks out just to blow up a cabin. You get the idea. It's a little crazy, but for real. The crafting table as a block has gained a following on 2b2t to the point where players are building shrines to it, electing a crafting table pope, and even constructing a valley of crafting tables. Why? Why would a bunch of grown adults want to worship a block in Minecraft? Is this a joke? Or is it something more? Buckle up, because it's a weird video today. But before we get started, I've noticed that a lot of you that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed yet. Make sure to hit that button so you can always be one of the first to see my videos when they release. Without further ado, let's get started. So how does a religious cult form around a single block in Minecraft? While it seems silly at first, there's actually a logical explanation that makes total sense. Since 2b2t as a server is nearly a decade old, and almost 500,000 different people have played on it at least once, it can be hard to stand out in a server like this. In the old days, all it took was a few good friends to become a well-known group on the server and make history. Nowadays, with so many people, and with numerous active groups on the server at any given time, the only way to make your group different is to have a gimmick. Something simple to set you apart from all the other groups. A pair of players named Villacool and Yarnamite decided to make a group that was dedicated solely to the crafting table, and only the crafting table. That's it. The idea was so hilariously simple that it began attracting other players. Sometimes simplicity is the best thing you could ask for in a group. They called themselves the followers of the crafting table, and after only 2 weeks, the group had hundreds of members. They began creating giant crafting tables all over the server, similar to how other groups would build their logos all over Spawn. Keeping with the idea of being a religion, the group began electing a pope to lead the group. A crafting table pope. I bet in your entire life you never thought you'd hear the phrase crafting table pope, right? Anyway, to keep things fresh, the group decided that they would elect a new pope every 2 weeks, and the pope would be responsible for directing the group's energy towards public projects. So while having the appearance of a religious cult, the followers are actually one of the few groups on 2b2t to utilize actual democracy in their group structure. I don't know about you, but on a server with no rules, the religious cult being the most democratic is a little funny. I mean, you gotta admit that's kind of funny. The followers continued building crafting tables around Spawn and sending the message of the table to others. One member even journeyed all the way to the world border on 2b2t just to build a crafting table shrine there. The followers were proving their almost religious dedication to the cause. The followers of the crafting table had grown so large that they began attracting the attention of other groups on the server, and tensions began to rise. Many of the crafting tables in the Spawn region started to get griefed. A group that had started as a joke was now being recognized. The elected pope at the time, a player named Elongated Muskrat, decided that it was time for the biggest project yet. To build not just a crafting table, but a valley of crafting tables. A team of builders was assembled and the construction began. The idea was to build the valley of crafting tables not far from the Valley of Wheat. Because this location was so close to Spawn, and visitors were likely to grief the valley, the followers knew that they needed to work quickly. Now, the group was actually kind enough to give me this footage of the construction process. It took a bit of time, but as you can see, they took normal terrain and transformed it into nothing but crafting tables, terraforming it. This is similar to the old 2b2t landmark, the Valley of Furnaces, which consisted of spawn chunks covered by, you guessed it, furnaces. The entire construction process took only about a week, but by the time it was done, it covered multiple chunks within rendering distance. After completion, there was at least one griefing attempt on the valley, but the griefer was killed. And that leads us to this moment, right now. the followers have invited me to take a tour of the Valley of Crafting Tables on the server itself before more griefers return to destroy it. Let's see this wackiness in person for ourselves, and who knows, maybe we'll become a follower of the crafting table. Probably not. So here I am on 2b2t. I'm flying over to the Valley of Crafting Tables. I actually just passed the Valley of Wheat, so we should be there in just a couple of moments. But man, look at this terrain here. Now this place seems destroyed, man. If you build near spawn, this is gonna happen, folks. I don't know why people continue to try and build this close, but whatever. At least it's beautiful ruins to look at, right? Alright, we're very close now. And here we go. Look at that. We've made it to the Valley of Crafting Tables. They were not kidding when they said they just terraformed the entire valley to be nothing but crafting tables. Sheesh. Look at this. Now, the crafting table Pope, Elongated Muskrat, he's going to be online soon to give me a tour of this place, but we can look around a little bit before he shows up. There's been at least one griefing attempt on the valley, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. And look at this, a crafting table in an item frame in the Valley of Crafting Tables. Wow. That's all I can say. Look at this, they even have crafting table trees and a sphinx. They really modeled some of this after the Valley of Wheat, but I've never seen this many crafting tables in one place before. It's absurd. Oh, there he is, Elongated Muskrat. He's going to be giving us the tour of the valley. So this should be pretty cool. Now, he was the Pope. He was the crafting table Pope. I don't know if he still is, but anyway, how you... Oh, I gotta sign this book real quick. There we go, that was easy. So anyway, oh, there's Unko Chad. We have a few members of the crafting table followers that'll be joining us on the tour today. Another book? You want me to sign another book? Come on, man, I just want to start the tour. This place looks awesome, you know? I mean, I guess if you were a crafting table lover, it'd be heaven. But let's take a look. Oh, it's a guest book. Alright, there we go. I signed your guest book. Are you happy? Wow, so that is where the giant crafting table was originally, but it has been griefed slightly. I think they're going to be rebuilding it later today, but they actually built the inside of it with obsidian, which was really smart, because while the wood on the outside could easily be burned, the obsidian is much harder to grief, so they could easily repair their giant crafting table that way. Wow, I mean, that's a pretty smart idea. I guess you could say they're crafty. I wonder if it would be possible to rebuild the crafting table using baritone bots and schematica. I bet you could do it. This crafting table valley's been insane so far, and it just goes to show you what happens when 2b2t players work together instead of trying to grief and kill each other nonstop, you know? Symbols like this valley just show you how powerful 2b... Wait, hold up. Is that a nomad hut? Oh my god. They probably knew I was going to be taking this tour, so they built a little nomad hut like that. Oh, that is good. That is good. I gotta walk inside this thing. Oh yeah, I could live in here. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. At least for a few days. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. But yeah, it's just so cool to see what happens when players work together like this. If there was at least one griefing attempt on the valley, I wouldn't be surprised if other griefers are on their way, even today, just to destroy this place completely, which, I mean, that's the life cycle of 2b2t. You build, and it gets griefed. All builders have recognized this as pretty much the cycle of life. Oh yeah, but... Oh wait, there's Villacool! Oh my god! One of the founders of the followers of the crafting table. That's pretty cool that he showed up for this. Oh yeah, oh, another book! I mean, this is what happens when you're the top 2b2t guy on YouTube. You gotta sign the books, you know? So this area over here, Elongated Muskrat was telling me before, this is where a lot of PvP happens. This is a pretty significant portal area, and a lot of players that come to attack the valley, they like this because there's a lot of obsidian for crystals. Very interesting, but, you know, you all saw what it looked like before it got griefed at the start of the video, but, wow. While this has been a fun tour, I've been told that the followers of the crafting table are working on yet another project on 2b2t, so I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what they come up with next. But if you are actually interested in joining them, these followers, I've left their Discord in the description of the video, but Anyway, guys, like I said, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also follow me on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated on when new 2b2t content is coming out. Well, that's it for this week, everyone. Take it easy, and if you plan to play on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, just make sure to stay alive out there, will ya? Take it easy, FitFam.